We're making this a two-parter. I'm going to send the first one that you saw with him being in the kennel, and I only stayed with him and kicked it in the kennel, and now I'm going to let him out, and he's going to get to come into the living room and do the same thing. So, and the same thing will be applying. Come on, Owen. Come on, Owen. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Let's go in the house. Good boy. Yay. Good boy, Aero. Good boy. So, you notice I let him take lead. I let him be a dog. I let him have the rewards of his compliance and his rewards of his behavior to be a dog and to be accepted. This is what I'm talking about, where if he respects me, I respect him. And that's what we're after. Hello, Aero. Come on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make him heel. Yeah. Good. That's my boy. Good. And this is all about rules and structure. And I've taken that into the kennel routine where I put him back into the kennel. He's no longer allowed to just go run back into the kennel on his own. He has to play by rules. And that's where, we're at now. And this things like this, where I'm making him wait and hold until I tell him to go in, and then he gets to go in. Aero, good boy, good. Aero, yep, good boy, good place. Good, that's my boy, good. That's our boy, you go place, huh? He go place, good boy, good. He likes this place, doesn't he? He likes to rub off his muzzle. And it's cool in here. And it's a definite reward to come in out of that kennel where he's been locked up and lonely, and now he gets to have a little bit of a socialization and get to hang out with Dad, huh? We just kick it, huh? We just kick it? Good boy. Good. And the first thing I do is I ask him to do specific things. He's got to hold at doors. He's got to accept my compliance, where I might put him in a down and a sit and make him work. Then I let him into the house. He gets to go lay down. He has to stay there until I let him release, and then I let him have some freedom, go get the drink out of the toilet, that kind of thing, to be a dog. So in other words, you do what I want, and I give you what you want, which is freedom and then respect. It's mutual respect from me to him. Aero, good boy, good, Aero. Yep, good boy, good. That's our boy. Good boy. And I'm just letting him be a dog, and he wants to just rub that muzzle off. That's kind of where he's at, but it's cool in here, so he gets to be a dog. Aero, yep, good boy, good. You go get a drink? Come on, let's go get a drink. Good boy, good. You get a drink? Good boy, you get a drink? Come on, get a drink. Come on, now he's getting curious. He's never done that one before. He usually just dives into the toilet and gets his drink, but now he's not wanting to, which is fine. I'm going to let him be a dog. Yep, go free, hun. You go free, hun. Good boy, good. He wants to get curious, which means he's starting to get a little more comfortable. That's good. I like that. But with that comes this dominant nature. He's going to want to try to go back to that same behavioral mode. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep working the animal and keeping him from sliding into this dominant nature that he's acquired with time. A lot of this, yes, it's genetic stamp. Yes, it's part of who he is as an animal, but it's been allowed to become something that he's done within his environment without the owner even realizing it, where he has basically taken over and been the pack leader. And she didn't know it because she had no clue. As long as he wasn't going off on her and biting her, she thought it was fine because she was letting the dog be a dog. But reality is the dog manifests 1,001 things. Aero, come on. Up. Good boy. Good. Couche. Good boy. Aero. I see. Good. Couche. Good. That's my boy. Good. So, and they do it in 1,001 different ways. His whole demeanor of bullying and kind of body blocking you and wanting to get what he wants and being very assertive with his whole nature was dominance. And that dominance and manifested into his resource guarding of her, and then went into the whole environment of him being reactive and going off on people and being protective of her because he was the pack leader. And all that has to come to a stop. We'll work on the other stuff once we get this handled, where we have our relationship in a proper balance. And then after we do and we have a good relationship and I can trust that he's not going to eat me up, then I'll start expecting him not to be reactive in his environment to other things. And we'll slowly work on that. I don't know how well this dog will ever be to a point where he'll be able to be trusted totally, and I don't think I ever will. But at the same time, he can be fixed to a pretty dramatic degree. I think at this point I really do believe he can. He can learn. I mean, the dog is a very smart dog and he can learn, so we'll find out with time. It's all about how much he wants to slip back into that reactionary dominant mode that he's got that's in his mental psyche that really is who he is. I'm taking it away now. It's being masked because he's a muzzle. He's not stupid. He knows that muzzle's on him. He knows he can't hurt me. He's accepting it. He's dealing with it in his own way because he doesn't have a choice. So we're going to take the muzzle off. We're going to challenge that as our next area. That will come soon, and I won't push heavy, but I'll show him that if he shows me respect. But I'm probably going to have to correct him pretty severely without the muzzle on. So he learns in a nutshell that I still have control in the muzzle or not. Good boy, good, good. But he really is showing me some good things. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. And it's all about how much that needle wants to return to that groove as we go back and let him have more and more freedom within and taking the muzzle off, doing other things, that ball play. He's got to show me total lack of trying to dominate me, and that's what it's all about. He no longer can dominate me. I won't let him. I'll take him right back to square one if I have to, and we'll go through all this over again, and not let him set back into that old scratch in the record. That old scratch in the record is no longer allowed to exist. So slow but sure. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.